Bad Larry.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Bad Larry Kingdom. I'm your host, Bad Larry. Today we're checking out X Factor Volume 1 from 1986, issue number 3. What we see here is obviously the evil doctor is maybe not so evil. Dr. Carl Maddox is shedding a tear. His experiments, he's thinking maybe going a little too far. The Beast is in some super pain. And again, this issue is written by Bob Layton and penciled by Jackson Guise. The doctor's got the Beast stabilized, but he needs his son Arthur's help. Now, Arthur is the little kid who's pink with the head that looks like it's some chewed up bubblegum and some big old bug eyes. Now, his power is that he can connect telepathically to pretty much anyone that he knows or has encountered, and then can project their current whereabouts and their current action almost like a projector onto a wall, and anybody who is in the area can see what he is connected to. Now, Dr. Carl sees that the tower has been paid off, and he knows it's just a matter of time before people are going to be coming for the Beast. Now, remember, Arthur is still just a little kid, and he has an inherent sense of right and wrong, and he's feeling conflicted about spying on the tower and using his power in that fashion, and he feels kind of wrong for what his dad, Dr. Carl, is doing, but he still obviously is trying to help his dad. So what we see in this bottom left panel is that Dr. Carl has asked Arthur to stay affixed onto the tower, stay connected to him so that Dr. Carl can see exactly what's going on with the tower and with obviously, he doesn't know that the X Factor are X Factor, but he wants to keep tabs on what the tower is seeing anyway. There's a debate going on between X Factor. Tower is telling them if the X Factor team lets them go, then he'll tell them where the Beast is. And Jean Grey is kind of like, no, let's try to keep him and rehabilitate him. And Cyclops is like, forget that. Let's just get the info. Let him bounce. We'll deal with that later. On the second to the last panel, we see Tower start shaking, and his eyes are kind of going nutty, and we're seeing that he's too connected to Arthur. Dr. Carl gives Beast a final injection for his experiment, and then we see that young Arthur gets too exhausted with his connection to the tower. They break connection, and now finally X Factor Cyclops can start getting some information from the tower. The tower gives up the lab's location. Jean Grey stops the tower and tries to say, hey, you gotta do better for mutant kind, and the tower's like, piss off, Jean Grey. And Cyclops is like, forget that fool, we gotta go save the Beast. The Beast's ex-girlfriend Vera winds up finding her way to X Factor headquarters and is trying to ask Cameron Hodge if he knows where the heck the Beast is. He's like, I don't know nothing. But what he does know is that Senator Thompson, the dude with the curly weird hair and the white side and the beard, has got some classified info for him. He's making some underhanded deals with the government. Young Arthur with the chewed up pink bubblegum head has got a heart of gold, and he goes to Beast, who's now wrapped up like a mummy. He's connecting with him. He's seeing and feeling his pain, his anguish, and he's really not pleased with this experiment. He doesn't think it's worth it. And then at the bottom, we see that X Factor is right at the lab. They're about to try to break in and rescue the Beast any way they can. The team splits up. Cyclops and Angel go one way. Iceman and Marvel Girl go this way. Iceman and Marvel Girl encounter an electrified fence, and Marvel Girl's power is telekinetic power is now so strong she's able to lift the pole out of the ground without disconnecting the electricity. Why did she go under and not over? We don't know. Jackson Guise, why'd you draw this first panel like this? Come on, son. Hey, the security know that two people are on the roof, and they're probably sending reinforcements. But you know, it's still X Factor, it's still the X-Men, and they're going to have some drama. So why not talk about Madeline Pryor on this super important mission So Angel asks Cyclops about Madeline, and Cyclops is like, we talked. I tried to talk. She moved out. Cyclops and Angel encounter the laboratory's Iron Man knockoff security guards, and oh, we see Jean Grey could have gone over. Uh, she was apparently just showing off that she could lift the fence up without breaking the electricity before. I mean, come on, guys, get it together. Dr. Carl still has a little bit of work left to do, apparently, on Beast, and Marvel Girl and Iceman have found a super secure gate to try to enter the laboratory. Teamwork makes the dream work. Iceman freezes the super thick security gate while Jean Grey uses her telekinesis to blast the door to smithereens. Cyclops seems to be blasting his way through these knockoff Iron Man security guards in their armor, but there's still only two against a bunch, and they're getting real bullets shot at them, so they have to duck into this elevator. The doors are closing just in time as the bullets are flying. The boys think they're safe, but no. The security team knows that they're in the elevator. They drop some gas. Angel is like, I'll get us out of here. I'll grab you from behind. Cyclops is like, hurry, no homo. Cyclops and Angel are just trying to escape the onslaught, but they're actually going down to where the secret laboratory where Beast is located, the same as Marvel Girl and Iceman. They find a similar elevator shaft. There's no time to waste. Marvel Girl pushes Iceman down. She knows she's got him with her telekinesis. The head of security is telling his team, y'all are trash. Trash security, trash. But we're still going to go after him. And we see that Marvel Girl and Iceman accidentally run into Cyclops and Angel. The team is back together. Cyclops is seeing that there's a huge door. It's too reinforced. Maybe he thinks his optic blasts aren't going to be enough to get past it. But he's saying, maybe the walls are an access point. And we see that Dr. Baldy is trying to talk to Arthur and get him to understand why he's doing this experiment. Oh yeah, X Factor's here. Cyclops is like, where's Beast before I beat your ass? Dr. Baldy is giving X Factor a little flashback about when they thought he died, but he really didn't die. Cyclops snaps back. He realizes they got to get the heck out of here, so he starts maneuvering. Arthur is projecting to the team that the Iron Man knockoff soldiers are on their way down. They're only have a matter of time, and Dr. Baldy actually has a great turn of heart. He decides that he's going to try to slow down the security guards and help X Factor escape, because the security guards don't know who Dr. Baldy is. They don't know what's going on down there. They just got ordered to shoot to kill, so he's just going to try to help X Factor buy some time. The Dr. Carl knows that the security team have orders to shoot to kill. They don't know who's down there. They don't know what's going on. They don't know that Dr. Carl is down there doing these experiments. So this is going to be the end of Dr. Carl's villain arc and the beginning of his hero arc, where he knows that the only way to save his son is to allow X Factor to take him and to try to somehow slow down the security detail by himself, knowing that most likely he's going to die. And what we see is as X Factor is running away, Arthur is still connected to his father. He's seeing what's going on in real time. He sees that the security detail is bearing down on his father. His father's got a gun. He's blasting away, but the security detail is too many, and Dr. Carl ends his hero arc in a blaze of glory, gunned down. His son sees it all. It's quite shocking. We're back at X Factor headquarters. Scott is meandering his relationship schism within his head. Jean Grey busts in the door with the "Can I speak to the manager?" face, kind of demanding some answers from Scott. She's expressing her unrequited love for him, saying that she's loved him, forever, and what's the heck's going on? And Scott's about to tell her what is going on. But before that can happen, their conversation is interrupted on the telecom saying, hey, y'all better get over here. The beast is waking up. So obviously the relationship is not settled yet. They have to rush to Beast's aid and find out, if he's okay. They're running to their friend and their teammate's side. They're unwrapping his bandages. We're seeing, what is this? Oh my gosh, the experiment worked. Dr. Carl was able to reverse part of Beast's mutation. He's gone back to a humanoid looking form, but with some real crazy spiky blue hair. But you know what? It fits. Now X Factor can traipse around all 5 of them pretending to be humans, which is interesting because now Dr. Carl is dead, so he can't apply that process to anybody else, including his own bubblehead gum son, Arthur. But the issue ends here in joy, with everybody happy that Beast is not only alive, but he's back looking like a normal human. So stay tuned on Monday for the next issue, Trials and Errors, X Factor number 4. All right, everybody, let me know what you think about Beast's de-transformation. What do you think of this episode, issue number 3? And what do you think is going to happen in the future now for X Factor?